What is good, everybody? I know it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I have been taking a break. I've been really burnt out with the whole content creating, plus trying to get as much work done and study and learn as much as I can on the side. So, one had to give, and I took a break from YouTube. But I'm going to be showing you guys my part two of how I make splash art and how I went about making splash art. In the first part, I took a lot of examples and references and I put them all together and just made my own astute observation of learning how they created this amazing looking artwork, like a caught in a moment type of thing. And that is up on the side, wherever the hell it's going to be located. But you can always feel free to watch that. That's basically a live Twitch recording, so it's not like it's a YouTube video where I'm like I had it staged out a little bit and then I already prepped myself. This is like on the go, on the fly, and with many errors. But yeah, welcome. My name is Gigan Millhouse, and here I try to promote positivity and the fact that you don't need talent to make it in art. You could learn all this stuff on your own, study, and your work will get better. And I have other videos that prove that my work has gotten better since I first started taking art a little bit more seriously, like 4 years ago now, I can say 4 years ago. So, yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. Anyway, let's get started with the video. Okay, so when I first started, I did a couple thumbnails on my Spider Fighter idea. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time. It was part of the Ethan Becker challenge of taking things that you like, combine it together, and tell a interesting story between one image. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I bet. I'm going to take that challenge and I'm going to apply it to something that I personally want to do and possibly add to my portfolio or just showcase saying like, hey, I can do this stuff. Hire me. So making art with the purpose, but also trying to push myself to do a little bit better. When I first started the sketches, the sketch phase, the rough staging stuff is super fun, super easy, quick, and especially when you get it out your mind frame that you're not trying to draw something finished immediately, you're just trying to get the ideas down. So while in that creative process, I'm a lot more looser and I can just let my imagination run wild on like what type of scene I want to make, still keeping the rule of thirds in check. And I had like some pretty interesting panels. I wanted to do something with all three of them, but I chose one where my character, my Venom-like character, basically Venom, kind of like catches our main protagonist off guard. I wanted to have that feeling of like, oh, I want to see what happens right after this. I want to see more of this. So I started quickly going to roughing the colors and stuff like that. I like to keep all my stuff in separate layers. So if I have all the elements of an illustration, let's say I have a foreground, midground, and background, I keep those three elements of my illustration separate so I can work on one individual part of the piece on its own without like accidentally messing up something else and going back and overpainting it over and over and over and over again. I would have had everything recorded, but I just thought about it like this. If I just took everything that I had recorded, this video would be about like 3 hours long. If I try to speed it up, probably 2.5 hours long. So I cut it up a lot, bits and pieces and chunks and stuff. So it would be a lot more easier to go through. I try to add in the small amount of details. Like after the first week and a half, it just gets to a point where you're just fine tuning and fine tuning and fine tuning. I even have my friends look over it and tell me what I should fix and stuff like that. Because I remember in the beginning of the illustration, I made it look more of a like a comic booky. It was bad. It was like really bright. It was I don't know. A lot of times when I was working on this painting for this entire month, a lot of it I was working like at the end of the night when I'm already tired and already spent. So a lot of stupid ass ideas came out. So my friends quickly helped me to get rid of all those ideas, bump all that, and just focus on what is being presented, which was really great and helpful. So one of the biggest things that I've learned from this entire 1 month making a splash art image. And I think that's how long it takes people in the industry to do it. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this. If anyone knows, if you guys like watch other people who work at Riot or does splash art for a living and they tell you how long it takes, I'm guessing it takes like a month, you know, because you have the whole mood board planning, storyboarding, thumbnail drawings and stuff like that. So it's an entire pipeline, a little process, especially for the research on materials and stuff like that, just to get the materials to look just right. I'm not the strongest at background, so I did the best I could. I tried to photo bash some stuff. I'm not the best at photo bashing, but I tried. The entire month is like after a certain point, halfway in, when like everything's kind of solidified, like you got the colors down and stuff like that, and it's all about fine tuning and tweaking and like making sure that there's not one element of the painting that's overtaking another element or whatever, like if it's distracting from the main focal point. I wanted your eyes to look around. I wanted your eyes to see the big shadowy Venom. Then I want your eyes to dart towards his hand glowing, and then you'll see our main protagonist he's like kind of caught off guard. But yeah, took a lot. What else can I say about this? Yeah, I just played around a lot. I masked out a lot of areas. I used a lot of blending modes for sure. And blending modes I can't really talk about immediately. Hey guys, what's up? Millhouse here, and I want to let you guys know that I don't really promote myself often, but here I am trying to promote myself. I have a Patreon page. If you guys like my work, if you guys want to support me in any type of way, because being an artist in 2021 after losing your job after pandemic is hard and stressful. So if you ever feel like you want to help out, pitch in $1 or whatever, God bless you. If you're interested in any of the other services I provide, which is like my PSDs, merch or whatever, if like when I get back into making merch, it's all there. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys think. It's not the entire video per se, but it's just at the very tail end, it's just minor fine detail touches. You see I added some details on Venom's abdomen area. I wanted it to be kind of lit and a little bit more defined. I think this is like the best part of any painting. Like my favorite part is just adding all the small details within the painting. Like that is the best part, because you can add in like the little dots of highlights and, you know, add little things here and there and make your image look a little bit more crispier. It's not something that you should like jump into like in the beginning, or not even like in the middle, but it's something that really should be held off at the very end, when you got everything basically taken care of. For the longest, for this illustration, I was having a hard time like just trying to decide what would be the best blending mode or some type of filter I can use on it to make it pop a little bit more. And when it gets to that point of your illustration, whenever you're trying to finish, I try to do it without fear. I feel like a lot of time is eaten up by indecisions, and you need to just live with it. You know, as an artist, it's just like grinds like consistently, and you want to keep moving on to the next thing, so you could, you know, start working on more fun projects or whatever. You get better by the amount of work you put out. The output also helps, but like the more you get things finished, the more you essentially level up, you know. So right now I don't really have the rest of the video, so I thought like maybe a speed paint will just suffice for the entire thing. You don't really get to see my layers or anything like that. I didn't really structure it out for anyone to understand what the hell I did. I didn't even name a lot of my layers. I just kept on running and gunning. Normally I like to stay organized when it comes to my layers and stuff like that, but for this one it's just more of a, I'm putting in my reps and I'm trying to get into the headspace of just painting and doing more painterly things, because I mostly just do cell shading, and I love cell shading, but I also would like to get better at painting. So This entire thing is part of a project that I'm working on, my own indie video game that I want to make into a portfolio. It's basically a love letter to all the things I grew up with, which is Spider-Man and Street Fighter. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of this stuff, you guys can always check my Instagram. I've been posting a ton of characters. I'm almost done with season 1 of lineup of characters, and I want to design some 4 secret characters for this game. So if this game ever does launch, I'm talking about 4 secret characters that you are not gonna freaking buy, okay? Like, we don't do that here. We enjoy the things that we get from hard work, and I love the fact back then you had to earn your fighting game characters. Like, you earned it, that like you have the right to play as that character because you did like beat the game on the hardest difficulty, or you fought some random enemy that was like stupid hard, and you deserve to play with this person. I don't know, man. I don't know, when did we get to a point where we just took out the reward system in video games that gave you the achievement of hard work, not just a trophy, but like extra features of the game that you would probably never have until like you did something extraordinary. Bring that back. And that's basically what I want to do. Like, it's just a homage to the things that I grew up with. The fighting game, the button configs are going to be light, medium, heavy punches and kicks like it used to be, because I really love that old school style of fighting games. None of that like light, heavy, and then special attack. No, we ain't doing that with this one. So if you guys enjoy this, give this video a like, comment down below, and tell me things that you want to see in my next up and coming videos. I'm sorry for taking such a long break. I'll be coming back with more videos a little bit more now. I've seen a lot of people have been like watching and subbing and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, really? So thank you guys for all the support and stuff like that, and even like following, subbing, liking, and like even giving me a comment here and there, either on Instagram, Twitch, or YouTube. I love you all. You guys are doing great, and if you guys have been with me from the start, I always say this thing, it's coming. You are always better than you were yesterday, because today you're trying to do something about it. And the fact that you're looking for help just means that you're just another step away to get into that place that you want to be with your artwork or with your life. And if it ever comes to success or whatever, how you make it, you will get there, because you're actually looking for those answers and you're trying to find the path that will make you happy. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.